What's up, everybody? I'm in the F as in Frank warehouse, my new warehouse in Squamish, BC, and I'm about to sort through my t-shirt collection and pick out my favorites for the Faded Gallery. My t-shirts aren't all hung nicely on a rack. They are on pallets up here and up here in my warehouse. So I'm going to get them down with my trusty forklift, find my favorites, and show you what's going in the gallery. Motherfucker. That has not happened to me before. Okay, so after spending a lot of time sorting through my collection, I picked out some of my favorite tees to send to the Faded Gallery. And I went with a full skate tee offering, okay? Why skate tees? Because it's very near and dear to my heart. Skateboarding has always been a part of my life. Since I was about 8 years old, I've skated. And it sort of shaped my life and the direction I've gone with kind of everything. I still skate to this day. My kids are now skating. And, you know, talking about skateboarding within vintage fashion, it's actually influencing so much right now what's going on in high-end fashion, in streetwear, and all the different genres. They're taking influence from the early days of skateboarding. So essentially it's now ingrained in, like, it's part of Americana. It really is. So here's what I'm bringing to the Faded Gallery. First up, I have this Rob Roskopf Jim Phillips graphic, okay? Jim Phillips is probably one of the most celebrated skateboard artists of all time. There's a whole book about just his graphics. This one is one of the early Santa Cruz classics. A real gem. Next up, Steve Caballero, the long sleeve version. These long sleeves are super rare. It's way easier to find the short sleeves in these shirts. Steve Cab, OG Powell, Bones Brigade. It has these crazy bat wings, but what I've heard about this is it's not actually a bat wing. It has bones in the negative space. See, there's a bone there in the negative space. All the skaters at this time had these long sleeve versions. They're super hard to find. I had a McGill once and I sold it. Kind of regret that. Another heavy hammer. The Jason Jesse, Sun God, I guess. Another Santa Cruz on a Stedman. So many of these 80s skate tees are on Stedmans. Actually, this is a good size too. Like, you rarely find these 80s ones in any kind of modern good sizing. Just such a classic Jason Jesse. I'm pretty sure my brother had that board at the time, mid 80s. Okay. Next up, the classic Bones Brigade Mount Rushmore tee. Again on a Stedman. Mullet style. Yeah, we all know the Bones Brigade. They were very influential in the early days of skating. Tony Hawk's still going strong as the ambassador of the sport. And to go along with that, I have this Have You Seen Him? Search for Animal Chin movie promo Powell Peralta tee. Search for Animal Chin was an 80s Powell movie. Super rad. It had a theme. The skaters were searching for Animal Chin, which was sort of metaphored as this mythical guy, but it ends up being a ramp out in the middle of nowhere, this crazy W vert ramp. If you haven't seen this movie, you should watch it. It's during the era when LA was in a drought and they were skating lots of pools and they were flying over the city. Early days of kind of street skating, but ramp skating was still kind of crushing it at that time. Again, on a Stedman High Crew. This, super sicker. And okay, had to throw this one in. Oh God, why can't my boyfriend skate? This is a Thrasher promo tee on a Hanes beefy 1989 Thrasher. I don't have to say anything about this. It's just really, really cool shirt. And last up, kind of very diverting from my theme here, this Great American Spirit starter skateboarding 1987 sweatshirt. They made these sweats in like every different brand, every different sport, but the skateboarding one is super, super rare. Starter, symbol of American sports. I just love this thing. Even though like as a skater back then, you would have never bought this. This is like something your grandma would buy you at the mall or something, and you'd be like, oh, that's not core, but I don't know, still pretty rad. So that's it. Go check these out at the Faded Gallery, running all month. Me and Jesse will be out there with F as in Frank and Bid Stitch at the Faded event, May 28th. Come say hi, please. See you guys all there.